favorites to win this tournament. In this matchup, I think Auiyin should have a slight edge, but working on a new setup, he said, and all that. As well as Dama just being Dama, things might be pretty interesting between these two. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, we'll get right into the match now. Okay, so it looks like Aoyin's gonna ask for warm-ups. I will leave it up to Dama. Okay, Dama's not responding. But yeah, hello to everyone lurking in the chat right now. How are you all doing? See you all make some noise for your favorite player, who you're cheering for, whether it be Auiyin, whether you're a part of the Auiyin fan club or the Dama fan club. We get some sweeps in chat. Okay. Alright. So let's see if the tournament client cooperates with us this time and downloads the warm-up maps. I'm not expecting it to. Oh, it actually did. Interesting. Falcon, that's the opposite of cheering for Auiyin. Auiyin blinding lights 6.78% incident. Okay, Falcon, explain your reasoning for posting that. Oh my god, is this a ridiculous tech map? Thinking. They won the round where the score was set. Didn't you get like 580k or something? Yep, no worries. Shit like this happens. Alright, getting right into the warm-up. I'm assuming that this is a crazy tech map warm-up picked by Auiyin. So Dama's probably not going to have a good time on this. Okay, we'll see what this style of map is as we get into it. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be kind of techy. Those cut streams, those sliders, yeah, this is classic Auiyin territory. But yeah, not too much to say here. I will comment that Aoyin's best skill set, I think, in a tournament by far is going to be tech. It's going to be that no mod 4, those weird hidden and hard rock maps that no one else can really play. Auiyin just kind of eats those for lunch. You can see holding a slight lead over Dama here, despite both of them not really being totally comfortable or warmed up with the match yet. I think Auiyin like put up a pretty decent combo lead. and is overall having a better time comboing this than Dama, although Dama is keeping it close and competitive in terms of AC. Going back and forth. And Dama actually hits the cut streams, oh my goodness. So yeah, while Auiyin might be tech player extraordinaire, turns out Dama, jack of all trades. He can compete on his opponent's best skill sets with a deep bag of tricks of his own, and that's what he's going to leverage in these types of tournaments. Those niche maps in the bottom of like each mod category that no one dares to pick. Dama just plays those. Especially very good on alt maps. We'll say that is his main skill sets, and that's why these two make such a fearsome team together. These two have teamed for, I think 2 events, like Core 6 1 and Core 6 2. I know they did very well in the first Core 6 because, like I said, these two are just a dynamic duo, right? They're both very good at a lot of different things, and they specialize at what the other, like, might be a little bit lacking. So when you see Auiyin and Dama together on a tournament team, like, you should fear for your fucking life. But when they're going against each other, that's a different story. We'll see what happens when this happens. We'll see what happens when this matchup gets played. Because after you exhaust all the alt and tech picks, where do you go? All the other maps are pretty much toss-ups depending on the day. I will say that Auiyin, like, usually will have a slight edge. Like, I did mention that in the player overview yesterday and also today. But, like, you can never count Dama out. Like, this matchup... So, like, you could think of it in terms of, like, this matchup is, like, 55-45. Right? One person has, like, a small advantage, but it's really anyone's game. And as we see Dama taking the ridiculous tech map that Auiyin put up as the warm-up. Very interesting. just classic Dama things. Despite having double the miscount. Double the miscount, double the 50 count, but still won. This is what it feels like to get gapped by Dama on your own skill set. Oh no, Dama put up the Osu tutorial. It's over. It looks like the tourney client doesn't want to update to display the beautiful map that has been put into the lobby. But y'all will see it soon enough. Okay, gonna wait for the ready up. Looks like Aoyin's having a bit of trouble downloading this map. The Osu tutorial. Even the Osu tutorial is rejecting him, saying, like, you don't need this tutorial anymore. You don't need this tutorial anymore. What you need to do is rank up. Oh my god. Yeah, Aoyin's game really just does not want him to play any more tutorials. They're like, we've had enough of this. We've had enough of this nonsense. Get to 30k like you deserve, my friend. Zero kill. Oh my god. Yikes. Okay. Okay, looks like Aoyin's good. Yeah. We good? We good. Alright, time for them to play the Osu tutorial by Mr. Peter Lamberts. the long-lost cousin of Dean Herbert. Oh god, what's happening? What the fuck is happening here?
Now it's your turn. Hit the next 4.
Why is the background?
Great
Why
job.
is the background no mod 5?
Now introducing the
Wait, that's not
slider,
no mod 5, never mind.
slider ball, follow circle, and slider kick.
Dama's
When the
capping on the
circle
tutorial.
closes around the head of the slider, click and pull the slider ball to the end of the track.
Auiyin has the raise my sword background. Okay, I knew it looked familiar.
When the slider ball reaches the reverse
Is that like a
arrow,
default background?
the ball will then reverse back through the track. Alright, now you try. Hit the next 3 sliders.
Simply the Dama difference.
Great job.
Wait, how does Dama have 1.3k
When the spinner
on score V2 after hitting 4
now it's
objects?
up to you to do the next one.
Spin to win! Look at that. Simply the Dama difference. 1.59 million on score V2. 1.59 million on score V2. What a fucking gamer. Look at that. Alright. Okay, looks like they are still rolling. I will allow that. Alright. Pick first or second. Oh my god, Auiyin getting gapped even in the roll. Can't believe it. 83 to 88. When you roll 83 or look at a number like that, you think you're secure? No. RNG comes for everyone. Alright, so without further ado, let's toggle the points and give Dama the point for showing up yesterday. Okay. Ban first. And Auiyin opposite ban hidden 2. Yeah, of course. Rip hidden 2. There goes the free point for Dama. You know, Auiyin top scores hidden 2 in qualifiers only to ban it every round after that. GG. No mod 4, Hard Rock 1 are gone. Yep, the target ban on No Mod 4 was definitely expected from Dama, especially since no one can play the map this week. Anyway. We'll get right into the picks then. Right, DT3 coming out, the high BPM DT map. This was a red pick. This was a red pick, not a blue pick. There we go. Oh no, is Auiyin gonna sight read the DT3? The 232.5 BPM DT3, he's just gonna sight read FC it, right? Yeah, Auiyin recognizes the characters in the background and is like, this'll be fine, what could go wrong? Alrighty. So, let's get started with our DT3 and see how our players perform on this. So this is 232.5 BPM finger control. The patterns are pretty simple, but the finger control requirements for this at this high of BPM is not something that every player has. Dama is definitely pretty comfy with these types of maps overall, but I don't know about this difficulty. Like, I've seen him do things like this on like mid 4-star maps after after DT is applied. So maybe he'll have a good time on this, but he does find the first break, giving the early advantage to Auiyin despite the small act difference here, and both players are holding above 96%, much higher than anything we've seen so far in this map. Looking to show no signs of stopping on all these intro easy patterns. The tricky patterns will all come at the same time during the breakdown. It looks like these two players are just saying to me, like, these patterns are too easy, 232 BPM, be damned. Give us something harder, please. Ask us to hit like a 5 burst or something. Auiyin still with the advantage. Small act lead in Dama's favor right now, but it's not going to be enough, because that 50 combo advantage is going to play over that. But if Auiyin keeps dropping accuracy, things might get a little dicey for him. Is this truly the no map method? Auiyin still holding onto the FC? This is halfway through the map though, no one wants to break here. But Auiyin breaks on nothing! Right as I say that commentator's curse, it looks like Dama is going to be cruising on along to the lead here as we get into the breakdown section, the hardest part of the map. Dama does forfeit the act lead. It looks like he has no problems hitting any of this, like I said. Dama just plays this type of thing on lower difficulties, and it looks like it translates pretty well to a map that is 5.1 stars. Good job, Dama. FCing the fucking DT3. There is no way. Oh my god, he doesn't FC the DT3 though. He is going to drop at the very end, but I don't think it's going to matter unless... This he drops again? No, there isn't 100k left of the map. Absolutely not. He's gonna get a little closer at the end, but fortunately, Dama's breaks came up just a little bit too late for Auiyin to make enough of a dent in this score, and... oh my goodness. These scores are actually pretty crazy. Who's gonna put up 600k plus on this in a tournament? Only these two are gonna do that. Let's be real. But yeah, Dama 922 combo on this. Comboing through the hardest part of the map in the breakdown. My god. Alright, Dama goes right for the throat, hidden 3. Okay. And this is going to be what do I classify this map as? There are a lot of overlaps, right? Lots of overlaps in this hidden 3. That's going to be the main difficulty. Just hitting those back and forth overlapping 8 bursts. And not getting distracted by all the fancy slider art. Okay, Dama's going to call for a BRB. And it looks like Auiyin is still on the no map method. He doesn't have any of these maps, he's just sight reading everything. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Scrides, what's up?
what did I miss?
You missed DT, not DT. You missed Hidden 2 being banned by Auiyin.
Pain.
Lob Pain.
Alright.
How have you been, Scrags?
I'm good. I was just showing Sappy something real quick, and then
Gotcha.
next thing happened. I checked my phone, and I see this time for real. And I'm like, oh yeah, this time is for real.
This time for real.
All right. So anyway, I'm gonna hop on Osu real quick.
Alrighty. Okay, it looks like Dama's back. Aoyin's having a bit of trouble downloading the map. He is on the no map method, sight reading everything against Dama. I wasn't expecting him to do this against Dama.
Oh my god, Dama's 2-0 right now.
Yeah. It's up 2-0 against Auiyin.
Crazy.
Yeah, so
Right.
Dama put up, I think, 760k on the Senya DT3.
Let's
And-
go, this Senya buff.
Yeah. And kind of gapped Auiyin on that, like 100k. Just was able to combo like way more of the map than him. Doesn't know I play Hidden 3. Oh my god, Auiyin played Hidden 3. The plot twist of a lifetime. Alright.
Alright.
Are you in, Scrags?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Alright, we get into Hidden 3.
Alright, so this is game 2, right? Because of the point
Yeah.
forfeit?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see how our players fare on this Hidden Flow Aim Extraordinaire, hopefully.
Alright, so we're gonna see the two powerhouses of the tournament here.
Indeed. The two
Tackles.
favorites to win this tournament.
Yep.
Alright. Map starts off pretty easy. Dama's going to forfeit the early act lead over to Auiyin.
But he's slowly catching up here.
Let's
But
see if
Auiyin
Auiyin
is
can
making sure
hit
to
these
keep the gap.
overlapping streams without any practice. He does, of course. Oh my god.
I guess he wasn't kidding when he said he played HD3.
If Auiyin wins Hidden, I forgive for the Hidden 2 ban, I being the council. Also, this is Dama's pick. So the first point was a break point.
Ooh. Yeah. Dama has already caught up to a 1% gap, which will definitely help him a lot in the long run, especially if Auiyin breaks here.
Yeah, definitely.
However,
Keeping that
Auiyin is
accuracy
playing very
competitive
consistently
going
right
into
now.
the first
Yeah.
chorus here.
Yeah. Oh my god, now it's equaled out. It's anyway, and Dama takes the lead now. Both of them are at equal percents. Oh my god.
This is neck and neck immediately at the start of the map.
Yeah, and Auiyin drops a little bit here, giving Dama the advantage, but
Yeah.
only for a little bit. For how long?
Yeah, definitely not as comfortable on the accuracy as Dama is, just in general, but especially on Hidden.
Yeah, the thing about watching like these higher level players play like this is you're really watching for like.
But Dama goes down!
God,
2 misses
no!
on the overlapping stream, and Auiyin is going
Oh,
to
that's exactly what
get
he needed to
into
get
the
back
lead.
into it.
He just needs to avoid breaking around the halfway point.
Their sets have been equaled out, but this huge combo gap is going to give a lot of room for Auiyin here. As the song hits the halfway point. However, it is not over yet for Dama, as Dama is still...
But Dama goes down once again. Not a good Hidden day for him, it seems like. But yeah, Auiyin seems very familiar with this map, so... Dama breaks again. He's just kind of going.
Yeah,
Not
Auiyin...
not a hidden player, by the way.
Auiyin combo gapping Dama here. Percents are pretty much equal, but Auiyin drops a little bit, but it's still 97% even ground.
Yeah, the accuracies are pretty similar, but Auiyin just has that combo gap approaching 1,000 combo and still climbing. So that act lead is not going to play at all, especially with that 250k point gap that Auiyin has, and I think it's already over. There's no coming back from this.
It is way too big at this late into the song. This is looking like a break point for Auiyin here.
Alright, but the real question now is, can he hold it together on the snowflake slider and not slider break?
Oh, for the full combo.
Yeah.
Right,
That's the only question left. Can Auiyin FC this?
Slider chains here. And then
Alright,
the
Auiyin.
snowflake.
Alright, Auiyin, you got this. You got this. Yes,
And
let's
he gets
go!
it. He lands it. Gonna take the
Hidden
point. He
three
is now on the board.
full
And that's why.
combo.
That is why he is the #1 seed.
Yeah, showing us all just first seed things, you know. Was that actually a sight read? Okay, that was actually a sight read. Oh my goodness. But yeah, players trading breakpoint for breakpoint on two maps that I think like they were going to be favored in theoretically, but just couldn't outperform the opponent quite that much on this day. All right.
Dama had the lead for a good portion of it, but those breaks were just not what he needed.
Yeah, that
really
combo gap is just insane. That FC.
And Auiyin just ran away with it at that point. Okay, game 3.
All right, Snow Mod 5 is coming out. Wait,
isn't this the 200 BPM song?
yeah.
Okay.
So maybe Auiyin looking to speed gap Dama a little bit here on this Snow Mod 5.
Is Auiyin a speed player?
I think he can play these pretty comfortably.
Okay.
Okay, so Falcon being part of the Hidden 2 Council, I think we'll forgive Auiyin for banning the Hidden 2 because he won Hidden 3. Alright, yeah. I think Aoyin's privy to the fact that Dama is not, like, super good at speed.
So trying to get that momentum back to make up for the point he lost.
Yeah, definitely. But he did have that early breakpoint to work with, as well as the point from showing up yesterday. So, even if he loses this, it's no big deal. He can kind of come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty, getting into No Mod 5. This is definitely Auiyin favored. I think this is part of the reason why he picked that Senya DT3, not really knowing that the speed requirement is just finger control on that map and kind of tanked on it. But this one is speed, so
Let's see how both players handle it.
right.
Yeah, and you were right. Right off the bat, Auiyin starting off with a pretty strong combo. Both of the percentages are very equal. I think Dama's a slight lead. The points are just going up so fast that it is hard to, like, the percentages are changing so fast, it is hard to tell who has the lead. Except now we can see Dama with a 0.60% lead.
That is going to go away pretty soon. The bursts haven't really kicked in yet. But yeah, as you can see, Dama's starting to drop accuracy on all those bursts. I think what he needs to do is just hope that Auiyin breaks on something random.
And then keep that combo going as long as he can.
Yeah, he just needs to combo game this.
Yes. Alright, here we go. The speed picks up.
Alright, more 5 bursts coming the players' ways. Auiyin sitting at 99.22%. Looking very comfortable on this map, but he does chain miss!
Exactly what Dama needs. Now he's gonna run away with a huge lead, especially if you can keep this combo going. The song is getting
Auiyin's not very happy about that.
Reasonably so, with how strong of an opponent Dama is. He can't afford to break at any point here.
Yeah, if Auiyin had kept that combo, he would have been able to act gap Dama here, but that's just not what's happening right now. Che missing on that burst is the fatal mistake that is going to cost him this pick as well.
The song is about to end, and it might just look like another break point.
Yeah. 3 breakpoints in a row. Confirmed by their opponents. And Dama will FC the Nomad 5, completely flipping the script on its head.
FC into FC, absolutely crazy performance from Dama here. Gonna take the next point. 3-1.
Yeah, Auiyin says they're picking for each other.
I respect it.
Alright, so is Dama gonna go for the hidden 4? Are we gonna see hidden 4 for the first time in this round? We will see. I refuse to believe either of them are 6-digit thinking. Nomad 2? Okay. Okay. Speaking of picking for Auiyin. Auiyin said he was gonna choose that. Does that mean that Dama's gonna win the pick?
Oh my god. Only time will tell as we get ready to jump into game 4. I have to remember when I count up the points, and then I have to do -1, so I can keep track of what round we're on, or game.
Yeah. Alright. So Auiyin and Dama both have S ranks on this, which means that this should be a pretty good match, right?
What if this was the strat, just to pick your opponent's picks, so they don't have anything for their own picks?
Thinking. I don't think that's how it works, but we can roll with that.
It is a meme strategy for sure.
Indeed. Alright,
Well,
so
yeah,
Nomad 2 with the dash of tech in the middle, that's probably why Auiyin has an S rank on this, you know? Alright, getting into the Nomad 2. So Nomad 2 is all about streams and or stamina. And the stamina aspect of this is going to be tested very rigorously in this map. Dama goes down immediately.
Really early here. Who do you think would have the edge in a stamina competition?
It's definitely going to be Auiyin.
Okay.
But as we've seen from today, Auiyin isn't quite playing at his peak, so we're going to see if he can hold that. So the stamina requirements are going to come in very early here. 8 stream after 8 stream. They just keep coming, giving the players no time to breathe. Dama will emerge with a slight accuracy lead, but that is not what's going to play right now. Auiyin's 100 combo lead is going to propel him into the early lead right now, as they just keep hitting these 5 bursts over and over and over again. That is going to be this entire map, essentially. If y'all have played Tower of Heaven, you will know that the ending of that map is exactly like this map is, except this map does it for the entire time that you're playing it. 3 minutes of just relentless bursts. If you don't have a baseline level of stamina, you are not going to have a good time on this. Auiyin going to climb up to a 600, 700 combo and counting. Dama right behind him, waiting for
Dama's
that
making
first
sure
mistake.
to keep things close, making sure Auiyin is no more than an arm's reach, waiting for that break to happen at any point. There is still lots of song to be played, more opportunities for Dama to get back into this.
But that mistake is gonna have to come eventually. Alright, here we go into the light tech section in the middle of the map. Not expecting Auiyin to break on this. The sliders can be a little tricky, but they are nothing for players of this caliber. Auiyin hitting that 1000 combo threshold. Both players already eclipsing any past scores that have been set on this map.
And Dama hits the 1000 combo as well.
Yeah. Auiyin still with the 100 combo lead. We're getting into the quote-unquote RNG sliders. They're not actually RNG. Let's see who practiced them. There is a very clear timing as to when you have to hit those sliders. And if you don't know them, then you're not going to have a good time. And both of them hit it perfectly. Each are hard out gut rune. Auiyin still on the FC, but Dama right behind him still for this entire map has just been trailing just a little bit behind.
It is still anyone's game though.
Indeed. Getting into the last section here. First pick right back up where they left off. And neither player showing any signs of stopping. Looks like, it really does look like that early break from Dama is all that's going to separate the players right now. And as Auiyin hits the 900k mark, I think this is already too little, too late. Even if Auiyin somehow finds a break at the end, it's not going to matter. And he will take this very, very convincingly.
Another FC on the board here.
An FC from Auiyin and a reverse choke from Dama. Both very impressive scores, but when you're against each other, only one of you can win. And today, that winner was Auiyin. Holy shit. What a performance from both players.
Oh my god, for sure.
Absolutely incredible stuff.
Yeah, Dama making sure to keep this as close as possible, ready to take it at any point. Auiyin could not take it easy at any point, but
Yeah,
Auiyin made sure that to not let it get to him and takes the full combo and the point.
Yeah.
Great point too.
Very well-deserved win and 4 breakpoints in a row. None of the picks have been confirmed by either player quite yet.
Yeah, so it all depends on who will take the momentum from here on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Prophet says this is such a nice warm-up map. Yeah, it honestly is. Nomad 6 is coming out. Why are you picking Nomad 6 into Dama, Auiyin? Uh-oh.
He was right. They were both picking for each other.
Okay, they were unintentionally picking for each other at the beginning, and now I think Auiyn's actually just going to pick this into Dama for no reason.
To keep things interesting for the people. Am I right, Twitch chat?
Indeed. Maybe Auiyin just randomly FC'd this too. Who knows?
Yeah, so far we've just been saying this is a match you don't want to miss, and so far neither player I set up like a sentence there, but I realized that I can't formulate this properly. Anyway, neither player is... No, I still can't get it to work. Hold on. I got it.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to get at. Yeah,
you get it. There we go.
Yeah, this match certainly hasn't disappointed. Definitely well worth the one-day wait. Alrighty, getting into this Nomad 6, the gimmick portion of the Nomad pool. This is exactly what Dama loves to play. The aim control, the finger control, he's got it all. Auiyin is going to have a rough time, really rough time playing this, I think, especially on a sight read.
Yeah, that being said, he is #1 seed, so he can still definitely make things work.
Absolutely.
As we have seen.
Alright, the intro of this map is nothing really to write home about. Hard part will come in due time. See if either of them break on the squiggle. Neither of them break on the squiggle. Not on the slider section either. Not on the finger control section either, but that's going to come once again. The intense finger controls section is here. Let's see if either player breaks on it. Neither player breaks on it. And it looks like it's going to still be an act battle. None of these players getting caught off guard by any of these weird patterns on the Nomad 6.
Dama has a slight point lead, but Auiyin is now the one keeping him at arm's reach.
Yeah, definitely. But both of them are on full combos, so if either one of them breaks, it's going to swing it all the way over in favor of the other player.
Especially with a song as short as this, a break will mean anything and everything.
Alright. One last tricky slider section coming up. Both players hit it. Again, the act lead is swinging. What is going on here?
Yeah,
are both players really going to FC Nomad 6? Are you fucking serious? And this is going to be an act battle? This is... Oh no, Dama misses at the end!
Dama breaks at the last second!
That is
so
tragic.
Unfortunate.
And that break is going to put the lead in Auiyin's favor immediately.
Auiyin making sure that when you see it doesn't happen with the final combo of 7-2-8. And yeah, so the momentum is back on Auiyn's side, and the points have been equalized.
Yep, that 1 point advantage is now moot as Auiyin finally confirms a pick. Picking for Dama, but looks like this is yeah, looks like he can just FC Nomad 6s too.
Mm-hmm. Alright, jumping into
Falcon
game 6,
is
let's see what
losing
Dama
his
picks
mind
next.
in the chat. Alright, is Dama gonna go for the forbidden map? DT2? Never mind, he is picking into Auiyin once again.
Oh.
What are these two players doing? They're picking all the maps they know that the other player is good at and then winning on them. I don't understand what is going on with the pick-ban strategy in this match anymore. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, you know what? It seems to be working out for them. Not in the way that they expected, since the other people are the ones getting the points, but anyway, we're gonna jump into the Minecraft PvP song.
True.
Game 6.
Is it really picking into each other when they can realistically FC most of the pool? It is still picking into each other because, like, they know that the other player is good at this skill set, but they pick it anyway.
Yep.
I think both players are just in this weird limbo state today where they're like slightly better at the skill sets they're usually worse on, and then slightly worse at the skill sets they're usually really good at.
Yeah,
And
especially
then,
like against opponents like these, this will definitely be very useful and very helpful for both of them.
Yeah, that can very well make the difference in a matchup like this. Okay, so Auiyin getting 10k on the board from the spinner. Spin to win, right?
Yeah, I've noticed Dama plays it very slow with the spinners, even against the mean best of 5 against Gutrune.
Okay. Indeed. No, this is a spinner game, Auiyin. Spinners usually won't matter in the long run. Like, 10k is nothing once you actually get into the map, so it's okay to take it chill. Unless...
I was just thinking of, like, the early lead opportunity, right?
Yeah, but early leads don't really mean, like, too much in the grand scheme of things, so, like...
That being said, Dama has a small act gap. Oh, wait, no, never mind that. Just switch back into Auiyin, letting Auiyin get a few more points in.
Auiyin definitely going to be more comfortable on this style of map. It is 192 BPM. Anything that's high BPM is going to be, by default, in Auiyin's favor, unless he just randomly finds a break, like he did on No Mod 5. But, looks like the acts are actually flip-flopping. Auiyin had the act lead for a while, and now Dama has a 1% act lead again. It's really about just who is going to drop act on this next burst section, and that's going to hand the lead over. Looks like Auiyin is getting a little bit act gap today.
Dama now has a slight lead here, but like we've seen, anything goes in this match.
Yeah, any unlucky break is really just going to seal it up, but these two players are determined to not let that happen.
Of them playing their hearts out. We're jumping right into the last portion of the song here.
And the last quarter of the map, neither player has dropped, but Auiyin.
Right on Dama's tail.
Yeah, just shy of 97, while Dama is holding 97.5. It is all about the accuracy right now. How far can these players hold? Also, a break will do it, but I don't think there's anything to break on at the end of this map.
No commentators curse them, though.
True.
And it's closing in. Auiyin slowly catching up in accuracy, but it's not going to be enough. Dama's going to take it by 3,000 points.
3,000
points. Get
points.
your Minecraft fishing rods out because that is a full combo on both ends.
FC versus FC, but unfortunately, Dama's act lead prevails.
I've been waiting for someone to full combo this so I can make a Minecraft PvP combo joke. Oh my god, thank you so much, guys.
Look what you've done. we have a Minecraft reference. Gutrune also FC'd this, but with 92%.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
Should have just spun faster. Alright, yeah. Once again, goes to show how evenly matched these two players are. can play any skill set, including their opponents. As we see Dama taking the DT2, which was in Aoyin's favor, right back. So they...
Yeah, whose pick is this? It's been so volatile, I have no idea like what's happening anymore.
No mod 3. Alright. So Auiyin is picking into Dama's best skill set.
Oh.
Which is alt. I don't know why, but like, based on the way that this match has been going, like, go ahead and pick the no mod 3 because you're probably going to win it. What the fuck are they doing? This is actually Dama's best fucking skill set and you're picking it into him. Okay, sure.
Alright, well, we'll see. We're jumping right into game 7. Both players warming up at the starting point. 4-3 on Dama's side. Auiyin still has a chance to make it back, but Dama, even as second seed, is definitely making a name for himself.
Yeah, definitely. Don't let the seeding fool you. These two are more evenly matched than you think they are.
For sure.
In other terms, I guess to put it in other terms, what was I gonna say? Right, this matchup is 55-45. Right? So, one person has the slight edge, but like, it's anyone's game. Like, you can never be secure in any of the advantages or the leads that you have.
It's not like Marth Fox, where there's no hope for Fox.
Okay, Leffen.
Alright, we're getting right into it. Dama dropping a little bit of act here at the beginning, which is kind of big. Auiyin holding strong. Oh, no, wait, it went back to Dama. I take it all back. See, this is why I know nothing
The
about
acts
this
are
game.
going to stabilize, right. Early act leads, like, in the first 100 combo don't really mean too much, because players are still getting accustomed to the map. Unless you drop, like, a ton of hundreds, which neither of these players are doing. Auiyin dropping hundreds here and there, they're going to bring his act down to 96. Now that acts have stabilized, Dama is sitting at a pretty 99.5, and this is why this is his best skill set, but he breaks on nothing! Oh my god.
Yeah, against someone like Auiyin, Auiyin needs to break here so that Dama can get back into this, because as we've seen, one break is enough to hand the win over.
Yeah, with players of this caliber, you can never afford to break on anything. And Auiyin to the massive combo lead. Despite the act deficit, he has almost 500 combo. And that is going to combo gap Dama. The act isn't going to play unless Auiyin can find a break soon. But this is Dama's best skill set. I don't think he's going to miss again that easily. While Auiyin might be a little bit shakier on this.
We're seeing a 200 200 combo gap. With Auiyin in the lead. However, Dama has the act gap with 2%, but like we have said before, it is indeed a combo game.
Yeah, Dama's just getting combo gamed like, combo gamed out of his fucking mind here. Alright. Yeah, as we pass the halfway point of the map, Auiyin has to break, like, right here, or there's no hope for Dama to come back anymore. I would say.
75% of the way coming
100k
up.
in lead.
This is a tall mountain to climb.
But Auiyin will slide a break, and that will give it back over to Dama. 770 combo, and
Will it be enough? The
I can't speak today.
over.
And climbing. I think the map is combo dense enough to where this comeback is doable, but Dama has to hold. There's a space pattern here, but he breaks on it.
He misses it!
And now it is truly over. He needed to hit that space pattern, but it was just wasn't meant to be. That just wasn't meant to be. And once again, these players claiming points on their opponent's best skill sets. Auiyin's like, you're a no mod 3 player? Let me just combo gap you real quick on this no mod 3. Well, let me just casually get almost 1,000 combo on your best skill set, 670k, and just claim it.
These one breaks have just been so crucial for Dama here.
Yeah, definitely. He has been the one to find those random breaks on nothing, those shit misses, and it's really been costing him on a lot of on a lot of picks where he actually could have contended or won. Especially this one. This one hurts considering that Dama is really fucking good at No Mod 3.
Mm-hmm. Get into game 8. Both players still keeping this very competitive.
Yeah, definitely.
No immediate lead.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, Dama. What are you gonna pick?
What's happening? Oh, I thought.
No Mod 1, once again picking into your opponent.
Okay.
Auiyin is definitely more consistent at those aim mechanics, but as we've seen, that doesn't fucking matter in this match at all.
This really is the strat at the end of the day. They figured each other out by downloading their maps instead of the player. Oh yeah, this is indeed showing to be a very, very hype set. But what else did I expect from these two titans jumping into the ring?
Indeed, Seed 1 and 2. The 55-45. Okay. Getting into this No Mod 1. No Mod 1 tests your ability to hit jump aim. That is most of the map, but above all, it does test your consistency as well. This is a pretty long map at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Can you keep focus on all these jumps for that long? We will see in due time, like right now.
Jump into it.
Jump right into it. Right. First 200 combo is really nothing. There are a couple jump sections thrown in here and there in these slow verses, but nothing really beyond that quite yet. We're gonna wait for the map to pick up here. Should be free combo for our players in before one of them breaks on absolutely nothing on this section.
But Dama taking full advantage of it here.
Dama currently getting spinner gapped. We'll see how long that lasts. Holding the SS, but still behind Auiyin for some reason.
Yeah, oh, Dama now taking the lead here. This act gap is showing to be huge.
Alright, here come the first few jumps. Going into the first chorus. Dama still holding on to that 99%.
Loses it here, but Auiyin also drops a bit of act here.
Indeed. This is currently an ACK game, but No Mod 1s are notorious for those 99% 1 misses, as we saw last week with Dama and Meow. And looks like Dama is going to break on that jump right there. What did I say?
Oh my god, that's crucial.
The No Mod 1 99% 1 miss. And Auiyin to the lead. Definitely more consistent on the skill sets. Will we finally see a pick? Will we finally see a pick where the player wins on their own skill sets? More at 11. But Aoiyin's got to keep this together. I don't think he's one to break on No Mod 1 though. Auiyin dropping more act, but that doesn't matter right now. He has a massive combo lead, and that is all that is going to play.
Yeah, what needs to happen here is a break for Dama to get back into this, but Auiyin just showing how consistent he is.
Meow says he loves his 1 miss No Mod 1. in before Auiyin misses, like right in the middle. Never mind, Dama's the one who misses in the middle, and I think that is it's almost over. Auiyin needs to break right now.
We've just passed halfway through the song.
But Dama is going to slider break on nothing. Going to confirm Auiyin's lead in this map. Looks like Dama's kind of given up on this map though. It's over. even more breaks coming out from Dama. Now it's a 200k lead in Auiyin's favor. It doesn't look like that's going to change at all. Getting into the breakdown section of the map. Let's see if Auiyin can hit this. Space triples might get you if you're not paying attention, but none of the players have been really having trouble with them so far. Yeah, and both players hit them. Can Auiyin close out a 99% FC? Will he get the act to go all the way?
That's what we're here to find out as the song reaches its end. 75% mark has been passed.
Despite the combo gaming at the start, Auiyin looks like he is going to be the one with the act lead in the end. More comfortable on this skill set than Dama, pretty much by a long shot. And we're finally going to see a pick that is confirmed. Well, this is a break point because Dama picked this into Auiyin, but we're finally going to see the players win on their own skill set, which is I guess something. Aoyin's not going to get 99, but closes out that FC. The very impressive showing once again.
Indeed.
Oof.
Yeah.
982k on the board. Definitely going to be top scorer this weekend, unless Dama and Gutrun have something to say about it later on, but you know. And Auiyin claiming the point lead for the first time in this match.
Yeah, 5-4. Still lots of video game left to be played, though.
Indeed. Dama still has some wild picks that he can tap into for his last few picks. Auiyin, Dama. So wait a second. Dama actually screwed himself by deciding to pick second with the point lead. Because if it goes to tiebreaker, then Auiyin gets one more pick over him. Wait a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Dama didn't think this through. Hidden 1. Auiyin picking a hidden map, going with the theme. But this time can we see Dama win on the hidden map? And confirm his own skill set too and take back the breakpoint? That is going to be the question right now. Oh, by the way, we have to talk over this song again, or else we get muted.
Oh, alright, it's the Bochi song. Okay, here we go. Alright, we
it's Bochin time!
It is indeed Bochin time, as the only thing I know about this anime is that there is an Ampharos mention, and there is a Bochi, and she is rocking.
There's an Ampharos? What?
It's Nijika, right? Because...
Nijika, yeah, Nijika. I've heard people call her Dorito because of her silly
it's
like
just because you named
triangle.
your Ampharos Nijika in one of your runs. I think it was Coral.
No, Black and White through Genesis. I called my Ampharos Nijika,
okay.
but Nijika's not an Ampharos. Let's just make this very clear.
How come they're both yellow? I think
there's also a Yamcha death pose. Yeah. During the beach episode, but I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who want to watch this show. It is very good. Also, Meow, I thought you don't watch anime. Osu truly does change a man. Truly does.
Jump right back into it. This is the commentators' jobs to keep the VOD intact. It worked last time, but can we go all the way? This is not only a fight between Auiyin and Dama, it is a fight between the Twitch TOS system and the two commentators.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we have two things to look forward to at the end of this VOD.
Yeah, this is
yeah, take it away. Let's talk about the map here. Wish Cave, what do you think about this map, and how do you think this plays into their playstyles? You said this was a Dama pick, or a Dama map, correct?
So Dama is usually better at hidden. That is a fact. But we saw Auiyin take that hidden 3 very cleanly. So who the fuck knows at this point? But this is more aim oriented, so we might see Auiyin just randomly aim break. This should be in Dama's favor, but those 190 BPM bursts are definitely in favor of Auiyin. He's going to have an easier time hitting those if he can actually read them. But yeah, as we can see, the comfort level of these two players is on stark contrast here. Dama up at 98%, almost 99%. Definitely more comfortable on this skill set than Auiyin, who's down at 95, looking to combo game the fuck out of this.
Yeah, this is truly the Bocchi the Rock difference, as we are seeing right now, as Dama is currently in the lead by about 300k points.
Indeed.
If I recall correctly. Okay, yeah, that seems to be
30k.
They both hit those streams. Dama hits a few hundreds. I wasn't looking at Aoyin's at that point, but it seems like the gap is still there. Once again, Auiyin keeping Dama in arm's reach.
Yeah, definitely. Beru Meru says they need Auiyin to win like right now. Are you part of the Auiyin fan club? Welcome aboard.
Alright, we're seeing more fan club members show up in the room, helping to fill in the space for the commentator seat as we are slowly making our way to the halfway point. The song is only halfway done, and I am trying to keep this discussion going. So
or else the VOD gets muted because this is a copyrighted song.
Exactly.
But yeah, how are you doing?
Yep. And they're gonna hit those
have a good one.
lozenges, those sliders.
Join this match.
Hitting more hits. Yeah, so once again, this is a HD3?
Hidden 1.
Hidden 1.
Hidden 1 is all about the aim.
Alright, yeah. Which is easier said than done on a map where the whole point is to hide everything.
Yeah, indeed. The fading out notes make it hard for you to confirm whether or not you actually aim the circle properly. Makes aim just a little bit harder. Despite
Mario Party announcer people like,
Mario Party, you know, like miss.
Gotcha.
We're really bringing this back, aren't we?
Yeah. We're gonna continue off of the PMD stream. Truly.
Oh my God.
The song is going into the silent, or not the calm part, but we're slowly jumping into the final chorus.
And it's
I believe,
still a battle of FCs.
Yeah, both players are playing their hearts out. Dama with a lead, still only 40k, despite how long this match has been going.
Yeah, both players are FCing, so it's going to be close, but Dama breaks on that pattern, and oh my goodness, and the lead is going to go all the way over, unless Auiyin finds a break right here, which it doesn't look like he is. He's been more consistent at holding down these combos when it counts. It looks like he's going to take this.
Disheartening. Auiyin looking to get this full combo here, to get another point on the board, putting them into tiebreaker range. So it really just goes to see whether Dama will bring him to that point. Dama now is back against the wall. Can he bring it back for these last two games to test their skills one final time in the tiebreaker?
Indeed.
I don't know how Twitch TOS is gonna handle this last song. Who knows?
All right. We're in the safe zone now. We're in the safe zone now, so we can like chill out a little bit. But yeah, Auiyin gonna combo game the fuck out of Dama on this. Yeah, not much else needs to be said. Looks like the Auiyin fan club did manifest the Auiyin W. With that one break from Dama, that's really just what's killing him right now.
Yeah, coming in just at the right moment to support Auiyin, like you said.
Yeah, and this is going to be Dama's final pick of this match. He did not think this through. Picking second when he had a point advantage means that you forfeit one pick to your opponent, actually. So tossing the advantage right back. So are we going to see Dama go for the forbidden map? Try to get some RNG on the board. Try to get one more point on the board, bring it closer to tiebreaker. No, he is going to go for the Hard Rock to the Precision. Alright, sure.
Alright, how are you feeling about this pick, Wish Cave?
This is in Aoyin's favor.
Okay.
But that doesn't fucking matter because this...
Yeah, Dama just keeping the tradition going. He may be 3 points down, but he is not out of the tournament just yet.
Indeed. So this map after Hard Rock is AR 8.4. I feel like this is the only appropriate way to pull Hard Rock 2 for actual 6 digits. Like, feel free to disagree. I don't think 6 digits can play CS 6.5 AR 10. So this is what I decided for these pools. But it still seems like a lot of players have a lot of trouble, like, just with the high precision requirements. 4-minute Hard Rock 2 is crazy indeed. I definitely should have pulled a shorter Hard Rock 2, but, you know, decided to be a little experimental. Never hurt.
Yep, I respect it.
Alright, looks like this will be the only Hard Rock picked in this match. Unless Dama wins and Auiyin fires back with another Hard Rock. But I think Auiyin is going to fire back instead with Hidden 4 or something. Based on how these picks have been going, they're just picking into their opponent's best skill sets and winning them.
Yeah, let's see. Alright. There's a lot of pressure riding on Dama here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is match point. Dama has to be determined to not let this go down 7-4.
I am with a slight lead right now, but like we've said, anyone's game here. Dama gonna get a bit of an act gap. Oh, but he drops it as well. Auiyin dropping as well over there. So Dama gets a slight lead.
Patterns are relatively simple, especially at the beginning of the map. To compensate for the fact that this is 4 minutes long, the patterns are definitely a lot more simple and straightforward than the past Hard Rock 2s that we pulled in previous stages, but you still have to be careful. Oh my god, Auiyin misreads the pattern. Way too late to that and is going to forfeit the early lead to Dama, dropping all the way down to 91% accuracy as well.
Yeah, that is very big for Dama here, especially if he can keep this.
But Dama goes down as well, trades it out.
God. Commentators cursed him. But still there is a...
But Auiyin trades it
Auiyin breaks again, putting Dama back into the lead. A 5% act gap on Dama's end. And
Indeed.
a 50 combo gap.
But Dama will trade it out once again. Neither of these players can hold a consistent combo. The accuracy will still play. Auiyin's combo advantage is not that big. But he's gonna need to hold it. Because that's all he has.
Now the pressure is on Auiyin to keep this combo, like you said. This is all he has.
Yeah, absolutely. But even this combo is not going to be enough. He needs to see another break from Dama to really push this combo lead and push the points in his direction. Dama's right on his tail, and with that act lead, that 90% higher combo is not going to play as much as he would like. Especially if he keeps hitting 50s on those notes.
Dama with a 5% act lead. Still not too far behind in combo. One break would definitely seal the deal as we are halfway through the map.
Yeah, indeed. Auiyin holding on to that 400 combo for dear life right now. But as long as Dama keeps up a competitive combo, it's not going to matter. Auiyin down at the B rank. The first time we're seeing him in this match drop down below 90%.
Where the song is picking back up once again, hitting the 75% mark.
Indeed. Just to reiterate, Dama is not safe at all. If he breaks, then Auiyin has a chance to bring this back. Oh my god, and he breaks immediately as I say that!
The gap closes in.
And Dama breaks once again. Is this combo lead going to be enough? Aoyin's down at 88% accuracy.
4k or 40k in gap, but 6% in act gap. But this is a huge combo gap advantage that Auiyin has. We'll see if this is enough. It might be.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to swing over at the end here. Combo Gaming on the Hard Rock 2 is going to claim this pick for Auiyin.
Unless Auiyin breaks like right now, this point is going to go into Auiyin. Yeah, Dama put up a valiant fight with keeping a good percentage. Oh, he does break.
Auiyin does break at the end,
not
but
gonna
it's
be enough.
too little
70K
too late,
is too
unfortunately.
huge.
And Auiyin,
Glider is just not enough. Yeah, that was probably the most tense that this match has been.
yeah,
I want
definitely.
to say, with all these breaks and all these all these leads switching over. But yeah, that's going to be it for the winners finals round.
Indeed.
With 7-4. I don't know if you have the screen up now because stream is delayed, but
Yeah, it's up. Yeah.
okay, all right. And yeah, with that being said, while Dama put up a great fight, had the lead, and they were both downloading each other through their own counter picks, Auiyin finds the edge, finds the momentum to take it back at the end of the day. The winner, 7-4, is Auiyin.
Right, but Dama put up a really good showing here on a lot of these picks.
Yeah, it really just came down to a break, and that just shows how strong of a player Dama is. He, like, the only thing separating some of these matches were that one break. But other than that, Dama just proving how comfortable he is with a bunch of different skill sets. The jack of all trades indeed.
Right, so these two players have a very high likelihood of seeing each other again in Grand Finals, so yeah, be sure to watch that when it comes around. But for now, Dama will be waiting in Losers Finals, going to battle the winner of Domo versus Gutru, which is coming up right now. But first, I'm gonna drop the MP link in the TO chat, and then I'm going to take a short break.
Are we doing Domo and Gutru now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are we showcasing TV?
Oh, good point.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna showcase Tiebreaker. I need to run to do something real quick.
Okay.
So, you're gonna have to carry commentary, Scrags.
Oh my god, me?
Yeah.
Alright. So alright, we're watching this for fun. It all comes down to throws. Nope, wrong game. Okay. I
Indeed.
got this. Actually, you know what? Maybe that could still work in the context.
Okay.
Right.
No showcase.
Right. No showcase?
No showcase because Auiyin gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, and so do I. So, yeah, I'll BRB.
Alright, sounds good. I have no idea if he deafened. Can you guys hear me, chat? Looks pretty good. Alright. Should I probably put up a message that there is a brief intermission? So it seems like people are starting to join in. Unless they're gonna do tiebreaker. Because Aoyin's back. I do not have reference. I do not know the command, and I can't even access chat. I am completely relying on, I am entirely relying on uh, the Twitch replay. No! Wait, they're ready! Oh my god! Empty start. Imagine if that worked. In which case, come back in time for the tiebreaker showcase. I mean, just pull a Nell to ref, send match, easy peasy. Do you think that would work? Does he have ref rooms right now? Did he add ref? That's what I'm asking. uh. Well, this intermission has taken a turn for the interesting. Is there like a console? Maybe I have ref rooms. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find something real quick, chat. How to open OSU tournament client room, chat. All right, they're rolling. 409. Within OSU or through an IRC client. Oh, yeah. I do not have an IRC client. IRC 371. Don't think he's coming back in time. Pain.
Wait, are they still doing showcase?
Yeah, they were ready. They
Oh,
had they had
wait,
time
are
to
they
leave.
still doing showcase?
I have to leave by 5:53. Yeah, they said they were ready
Oh,
to do it.
I thought they were leaving the lobby.
Yeah, me too. But then
Okay, my
okay,
bad.
all right. I'll
My
go ahead
B,
and jump right into it.
my B.
All right. Good luck. Have Fumo. Jump into this. This is a 518 song at 172 BPM. 5.38 star rating, 9 approach rate, 8.3 out of 10 OD. So this isn't like a super OD map. All right, we're jumping right back into it. Which game are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leading an act right now, but for how long? Not long, because they are now equalized. Actually, yeah, I think it's equalized. Oh my god,
Yeah.
everything is changing so fast. The lead is
Yeah, these two players are
flip-flopping.
not going to break on nothing. Only on the hard part coming up. The name does pick up during the courses, so yeah, we're likely going to see some breaks start to come out from these two players. But how many is the question? And that number very well might be 0 with how Auiyin is how Aoyin's playing.
Yeah, but don't count Dama out just yet. He's been showing that he can also pull out some FCs.
Yeah, indeed. Auiyin will forfeit the Ak lead here, but as we've seen in this match, Ak really doesn't matter unless both players can hold down the FC.
Yep.
But it looks like neither player is going to break. There is going to be an accelerating stream coming up. See if our players can hit that. Dama up at 99%, but that could change in the blink of an eye if he doesn't hit this next pattern. The calm before the storm.
Real. Alright, hits the stream.
Right.
Oh my god, stamina stream!
But Aoyin's the one who breaks on the accelerating stream. And now it is all Dama. There's going to be more of those streams coming up, so the fact that Auiyin was not able to hit it does not bode well for him, but Dama trades out the break 100 combo later.
Oh, he's still breaking the stamina.
Yeah, the stamina not there, and now Auiyin is going to take a slight advantage with that 200 combo, and the accuracy is being leveled. Dama just couldn't hold it together for long enough to put a decisive lead on the board, and now he's slider breaking on absolutely nothing, and breaking on nothing as well.
Oh, this is going to shift to Auiyin very soon, unless Auiyin breaks here as well. Auiyin just making this combo gap bigger and bigger, slowly catching up.
Alright, next stream coming up. This one's an easy
song is
one.
coming up. Auiyin takes the lead here.
Yep, Auiyin is going to claim that lead, 300 combo lead, and not enough of an accuracy gap to make any sort of difference. But overlapping streams come out, and Dama is going to be the one to chain hundreds on that. Looks like Auiyin has adapted to these overlapping, awkwardly spaced streams, and now Dama is the one on the back foot looking to make a comeback.
Yeah. Gap is large, but would you say it's still possible for Dama to bring this around?
Auiyin needs to break, like, right now, or else it's not possible. I believe there is another overlapping stream coming up, so if there's any part... Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But both of them
It wasn't as big as I thought.
Little break time. Dama doing some arches to the beat.
Indeed. Everyone's favorite activity to do during breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever during breaks, I kind of just like match the I start tapping to the beat just so I can keep my fingers warmed up.
Yeah. That's also common. Dama will break on that slider and it's over. Aoyin's going to take the tiebreaker too. Just put a, like I always say, an exclamation point on this match. The 7-4 down 0-1. Also taking the tiebreaker, and it looks like with 1,000 combo.
Are there enough notes to hit 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
It hits the 1,000 combo mark, and yeah, that is going to be it for our match here. Auiyin proving to everyone why he is absolutely deserving of the #1 seed in this tournament once again.
But Dama showing that he is also very close behind.
Indeed. 587 on a sight read. Okay, Auiyin, I see you.
Okay, so we're jumping into the
Alright.
Doma versus Veteran match now.
Yep. We're gonna jump right over.
Yo, what song is playing right now?
Alright, so getting into Domo versus Gutrun, Seed 5 versus Seed 7. Both these players made insane upsets in their losers round 2 matches to meet at this point in losers semis. Gutrun, of course, we all know her as the resident the stamina specialist, streams finger control at high BPM. Domo kind of just is good at stuff, and that stuff kind of depends on what he feels like every day. I think on from day to day. Like I have no idea what his best skill sets are anymore, but I can kind of glean that his best skill sets